This is the Living in Clarity podcast. My name is Brandon Fisher. This is Coach Ratner. And today, we're very excited for the upcoming Thanksgiving holiday.
That's right. I love turkey. Who doesn't love turkey?
So, Coach, why is Thanksgiving really a Jewish holiday?
Well, let's think about what Thanksgiving's really about, right? If I'm sitting in front of a room of people and I say, what's your favorite holiday? Most of them are going to say Thanksgiving. And I ask them why. What do you think their answer is going to be?
I don't know.
Well, Thanksgiving, you get a day off from work, right?
Right.
You get to dinner with your families.
Just to get together, spend time with family.
And you get a big meal, and they watch football, whatever. And I said, well, let's look into how Thanksgiving started. It really started in 1621 when the Pilgrims came, but that was really the first unofficial Thanksgiving holiday. But the first official Thanksgiving holiday was started on October 3rd, 1863 by Abraham Lincoln.
Really?
It was observed by almost every state beforehand, but it wasn't an official American holiday. So every state usually had it on a different day in like November. So Abraham Lincoln said, you know what? We're going to make the third Thursday in November an official American holiday, and we're going to call it Thanksgiving. And he explained why they're calling it Thanksgiving. He said, we just got through, winning the war, the Civil War, and we were at battle. We were fighting each other, and it was a very opportune time for another country to come in. Who knows who it could have been? Anyone could have come in and taken over our country.
Wow.
So we were fighting each other.
Right.
So we should be thankful for the gifts that we have. And he says that we should be thanking the Almighty. So we should be thanking of the day of not going to work and thanking God.
Wow, Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln. So we celebrate, of course, now in America every single year, but that's a very similar holiday that what Jews celebrate. You know what that is?
Which one?
Shabbat.
Every week.
Every single week. Because, the Torah commands us that 6 days a week we're to work, we're create things, just like God created the world in 6 days. And the seventh day, he said, we're going to stop creating. And that's like Shabbat. We stop working, we stop doing creative acts.
Right.
And so, but it's not only that, because 6 days a week when Jews pray, we pray for things. We ask for our health, and we ask for money and parnasa, and we ask for, we ask to get married and have healthy children, and we ask for, things for our community and for Israel. We ask, right? Mm-hmm. And on Saturday, on Shabbat, guess what? We don't ask for anything.
That's right.
It's a day for us to sit back, relax, walks the world the way that God made it, not us changing it, not us starting the car and making soup and trying to do deals and buy and sell real estate. It's not that. It's a day for us to walk the world the way that God created it, and for us to thank Him for creating the world.
And you're not allowed to be with anyone. You're not worried about what's going on outside of your circle of family, and you're really with your family when it's Shabbat.
Your family and your community.
And those people whoever you're around.
Yeah, whoever you're around. And it's basically focusing on your family, the things the gifts that God gave us that we tend to take for granted. They tend to think about people who don't talk to each other. It's usually family, right? We take it for granted. We have this close family, we have parents, we have brothers and sisters, and that those are the ones we should be closest to.
Right.
And yet we take it. We are so busy during the week, we don't have time to be close to them. Right. Yet, God told us, you should have 3 meals together. You have, especially Friday night meal, the most important meal, Shabbat meal. You get together as a family. You have a big meal. You elevate the food. You elevate the bread. You elevate the wine by saying prayers on it. And therefore, that is our day of thanking God for giving us the wine and the bread and the food. It's called Thanksgiving, except we don't do it once a year. We do it every single week.
And why do we do it every single week? And what a bummer that we only get Thanksgiving once a year.
Well, it's really funny because almost our whole calendar is based on something, right? What is the regular year based on? It's based on
the sun.
It's based on the Earth going around the sun.
Right.
It takes 1 year. It's 365 and a quarter days, right? That's why every 4 years we have a leap year because we make up for that 1 day.
Right.
A month is generally based on, it's basically on the moon, when the moon, and then we have a day, which is based on the
rotation of the Earth.
Rotation of Earth, right. But what is a week based on?
7 rotations of the Earth.
Think about it. Where in our science, where is it that we see in astronomy that there's a week?
Right. Why divide 365 by 7?
Right, it doesn't even make sense. It's not,
52.
Right, it doesn't come out even.
Not
right?
at all. Yeah.
Right. 364, right?
365 days.
Right, but so it's not even. My point is that is commanded in the Torah. That God commanded. He said you have 7 days in the week. And 6 days you work, and 7th day you take a rest off. And that's what Jews do. We rest on the 7th day, and it's one of the greatest days. And for me, I love Shabbat. I love the idea of Friday afternoon turning my phone off and like, oh my gosh, now I get to go to have dinner with my family and whoever we invite over. Excuse me. We go to the shul to pray as a community together, and the next morning we have classes, we have prayers, we have more lunch, we have a third meal, we have a kiddush. It's literally like a cruise ship at home.
It is, especially at your house. It's
well,
so
that's
much
true.
fun.
Right, because
everywhere.
Anywhere you go,
much food.
Chabad, most communities have lots and lots of food.
And it starts with the dancing in shul?
It starts with dancing in shul, yeah. Now, of course, in Thanksgiving, people don't really dance. Really funny.
We did not dance growing up.
No. It's so funny. We just had the holiday of Simchas Torah, and like as Jews, we take our Torah, something we read on a yearly basis. We finish reading it that week, and we take it, we dance around with it, right? That is our, when the Jews got the Torah, that was our mission statement, right? Our Torah is our mission statement. In America, we have a holiday we celebrate when we got our mission statement, which is the Declaration of Independence, right? We have the Bill of Rights and the Constitution, and we have these things. And it's funny, on 4th of July, what do we do mostly? We have barbecues, we watch fireworks. You would think we would take the Constitution, Declaration of Independence, we'd roll them up, and we go dancing around with them.
Yeah.
Right? But we don't do that. Right, but that would make sense that we would dance. But it's funny. In Judaism, we celebrate our mission statement, and the 4th of July, whatever. They don't really celebrate it so much.
The fireworks, maybe you get some patriotic fireworks in there.
Yeah, but it's patriotic, but they should be.
What does patriotic really mean when you think about it? It's not what's represented, unfortunately, on the 4th of July.
Right. What is
patriotic? Let's go through the Bill of Rights today.
Right. They don't do that.
No one's doing that.
No.
That's ridiculous.
That's what they should do. They should be reading through the Bill of Rights on the 4th of July.
It would just be very divisive nowadays, I think.
Yeah.
It's at the Second Amendment. You can't even get past the First Amendment nowadays.
Right. I know.
So one thing that came to my mind while you were saying it is, on Thanksgiving, you're watching the celebrations happen on TV. There's the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade to start off the day.
Yeah.
Then we used to run the turkey chase. I don't know if you ever did the turkey chase.
Turkey chase was in Rockville, Maryland, right?
In Bethesda, at the YMCA, the turkey chase.
I never did
straight
it.
uphill, 3 miles. Anyway, so at least we were part of it, but that was our tradition.
Right.
And then you go home and you watch football.
Right.
But in Shabbat, you are the parade.
Right.
You're celebrating.
You're the center of the parade.
You are the center of the parade. You're at shul. You're dancing around. You're going crazy. You're singing. Then you go home and you're singing more. Yeah. There's no TV you want to be on.
No.
And that's when the magic happens.
Yeah. So is it for a Jew? I mean, it was one of my favorite holidays until I started keeping Shabbat, because now I do it every single week. So people ask, "Oh, as an observant Jew, do you keep do you celebrate Thanksgiving?" I do. I mean, but I'm so busy preparing for it on Thursday because I'm having 10 people in my house Friday night that it kind of gets passed over. But we are celebrating because we are thanking God on Friday night for giving us all our gifts, for giving everything.
Not only are you thanking God, you're thanking each other just for showing up. Also, there's so much gratitude. All the guests are thankful to the hosts.
Yeah.
There's so much connection.
Anyway,
and keeping that Thanksgiving spirit going for the whole year is something that Thanksgiving can learn from Shabbat.
Yes. Maybe Thanksgiving should be a weekly holiday.
Maybe it should be on Friday nights.
For us it's Friday nights, but maybe for non-Jews it can be on Thursday nights. Every single week you have to have Thanksgiving. They should do that.
A lot of turkey. It would be great for the turkey industry.
Well, it doesn't be turkey. It can be chicken. We do a lot of chicken, but
we change it up.
Yeah, I think more turkeys are sold in America than. No, I think more chickens are sold. Anyway, I saw some sort of stat on it. It's amazing how many turkeys are killed for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's why they can do it, because it's all about the food.
That's right.
It should be about the gathering, the thankfulness.
Yeah. All right, so I just want to understand that Thanksgiving is a great holiday, but we as Jews have something very, very similar and more special. It's called Shabbos.
In the end, celebrate both. And
do both of them.
Yeah, have a happy Thanksgiving. That's your dose of clarity. Thank you for listening to the Living in Clarity podcast.
See you next time. Thanks for joining us on this episode of the Living in Clarity podcast.
If you enjoy what you just heard, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment with any suggestions for future episodes.
We'll see you next time.